Halloween Kills is the latest film from a franchise that I love that completely kills my interest in the series going forward. So in the last movie, Michael Myers was finally killed for the last time. He was going to burn to death, and it was gonna finally end the legend of the boogeyman, Michael Myers. But because that movie made a lot of money, they decided to bring it back again and again. Michael Myers kills more people. He kills a few more people. He kills a few more people. The movie ends. Meanwhile, Jamie Lee Curtis gets the easiest paycheck of her career. She spends 99% of the movie sitting in a hospital bed and just saying lines that could easily be put into the trailer. The rest of Haddonfield decides to team up in a good old-fashioned angry mob to finally track down and kill Michael Myers. The kids that Laurie was babysitting 40 years ago, the bully from 40 years ago, the elderly nurse that Michael Myers stole her car 40 years ago. She didn't even live in Haddonfield. Why is she in Haddonfield now? They dredge up every single minuscule character that they can to try and pad out this useless filler of a movie. Nobody in this town has moved or died in 40 years. Seriously? Nobody? Little sweet Tommy Doyle has grown up to be Anthony Michael Hall, who spends all of his nights just going to a bar and telling the story of what happened 40 years ago to him, to the kid, to Laurie Strode. It's like he and every other character have nothing else in their lives except to talk about what happened 40 years ago. Don't get me wrong, murder is bad, and it can be very traumatic, but he killed 3 people 40 years ago. Maybe if the first Halloween 2 was still in continuity and he killed like 20 more people in the hospital and other civilians of Haddonfield, I could buy them maybe mystifying Michael like this. It feels so forced to have these characters obsess over the events of 40 years ago. It only made sense for Jamie Lee Curtis in the last movie because everybody thought she was crazy and should probably get over it by now. The filmmakers said they made the last movie to just bring Michael back down to what made him so scary in the first movie. He's just a guy, he just goes around killing people. Bring him back to basics. It only took them one movie to immediately backtrack on this because he survives getting burned alive, he gets stabbed, he gets shot, he gets bludgeoned by an angry mob, and he's just fine. In all those interviews, the filmmakers were like, oh, the sequels were so bad. Okay, then why are you just ripping them off? Michael Myers has some really gnarly, brutal kills in this movie, and that's the only enjoyment I got out of it, even though I think it is out of character for him to kill like this. The terrible comedy from the last one returns. Like, all of Michael Myers' victims have these little quirks and little, funny moments before they're stabbed to death. I get that it's to try and make us care a little that they're about to get stabbed, but you know they're there for the body count. We know they're there for the body count. Just kill them. We don't need to pad out the running time with an old married couple playing with a toy drone. Just kill them. There is no story left to tell with this franchise besides we have to stop Michael from stabbing more people in the face. The angle they took the last one was fine, dealing with Laurie's PTSD and obsession over Michael, but it was fine for one movie. Now they're just going to keep squeezing it dry. God forbid Jamie Lee Curtis wants to do more because I'm sure they'll keep paying her and I'm sure they'll keep making them if they keep making money. I hope the next one is the real last one because, honestly, how could they expect people to care at this point? We have seen Jamie Lee Curtis have a final confrontation with Michael Myers 5 times already. Why would I care about seeing them fight again? Especially since this one sucked and the same creative team is behind it again next time. Here's a personal note to David Gordon Green. If you want me to be there day one to see your next entry in this franchise, please bring back Busta Rhymes for a rematch with Michael. Bye.